Boo, did I scare you? Well, that is the title of today's webisode. We are doing brand new crosshatch with the Boo, did I scare you cutting dies. Please come play with us. We promise not to scare you. Well, before we get into the projects, I just wanted to show you what the finished sample looks like. So the cards come flat and you just pop them up like so. You can hear that crackling. Well, that's the paper just getting into place and they will stand up. How fun is that? Flat to mail, standing up when it reaches the recipient. Oh, so easy. And what we have in our collection is the basic die, which is this one. And this is the one that we are putting everything on. So this is kind of our home base, so to speak. And what you do is you've got an arch, you've got a crosshatch, which you cut 3 times, and then you have 2 other crossbars. And this is how they go together. So you've got the arch, and they are just slotted, so they just slip into the pieces. So these are the 3 crossbars that go into the backing, and then there's a tall one and a shorter one, and you can see how they go, and they just fit just like this. Pull this out. They are easy to put together, and they will transfer in the mail very easily. So this little puppy had just pulled out. So let me get it in. And then I will show you. Yeah, you just have to get them lined up, and you want them to be even at the bottom. And then when you go to insert them, so these have the slots in the bottom, and this has slats in the top, and you just put them together just like so. So very easy, and they will just wiggle together. In fact, wiggling is a good thing to know, that it will just go together easily. So just like so. And like I said, you make sure that they are all even on the bottom, and that's how they'll work. Then every month we are doing a brand new die. This month it is Boo, Did I Scare You? And this has, let me see, 11 cutting dies, and you can see we went a little spooky on you. So you get the tree, and you get a ghost, which we love doing out of vellum because it just seems so perfect. You get 2 tombstones, one that has rest in peace and one that is just a tombstone. You have 1 pumpkin, and you can just back it with a little snippet of black cardstock to get that look. You have a moon. You also have some things out of black, so let me just slip them in here so you can see them. You've got a wonderful haunted house. You have 2 crows, one going each way. You have 1 bat, and you have 1 cat. So all of that is going to create just a really spooky, fun environment. And on the package, we always show you an idea, and this is the idea this time. And what Debbie did is she double cut the Haunted Mansion out of black and then out of the Gold Sparkles cardstock, and then glued them offset. And doesn't that work nicely? So you can see that she inked the moon. It's got that bat flying over it, and she did 2 of the trees. And so you can see, and did the same sparkle cardstock behind the pumpkins, so they also kind of glimmer in the evening. Again, it's going to be flat when you mail it. So what else can you do? Well, let me show you what Teresa has done. And here is her first card, so I need to stand it up so that you can see it. I know that noise may be a little alarming at first, but it's just the paper settling into position. So, and what I was so surprised when I saw this card is the papers that she selected, or the cardstock. It is from sunflowers. Now, if you looked at this, you would no way think sunflowers, would you? You would think, oh, maybe something spooky, but not so. She has used the muted back colors as well as the wood grain on this, and just really gorgeous. Now, the other thing that I think is fun, let me take this tag off, is the back. Look what she did. So we've got, again, this is sunflowers. Now you could have put another sheet on there if you wanted it, but I think the Happy Halloween and the cat look really good there. So she also used vellum for the ghost, as I said. Now the die is debossed, so you see the eyes and the oval for the mouth. Yeah, you have a nice look there. And that just works perfectly. Now we do have vellum. These are 8.5 by 11 sheets, 4 to a package, but as you know, we're always going to have a money saver. You're going to get 1 sheet for free in the money saver. Now for all of the solid colors, she also used the Sunflower solid cardstock, and that just does a good job. It also has a dark brown in there. You can do cardstock that's black and get that for the items that I mentioned, but you can see she's got a ghost in the tree, just 1 tree on this one, but how fun. Now, the thing that she used for Happy Halloween, you may be wondering about that in Dazzles. This is our Happy Every Holiday. There are 10 sheets, and there's every holiday except for Christmas, because Christmas gets its own. So you're going to get Valentine's Day, you get Easter, you even get St. Patrick's Day, Independence Day, Thanksgiving, all of those, and of course Halloween, and all of them have a happy to go with them. So that worked out nicely. You can see the cat. Now, because this is Teresa, in fact, we'll get in just a little closer to see again. Around the moon, you can see that she did some inking. She also did it on the pumpkins, and that is just something that Teresa always does. It works really well. She actually did it on her tree also, you can kind of see. And the way that she does that all the time is simply to take out your craft mat and to take out your die cut piece. In fact, let me just get that tree. Oh, it's kind of not a good one to show you, is it? Let me get the moon. That color will show a little better. And in this case, she used mustard and a blending brush. Now, ours come in 3 sets. You might want to use the smaller one for this. And you just start off of the cardstock onto the craft mat and then just bring it in like so. And that will give you a really nice edge, and it just seems to make the pieces pop a bit more. And I think that's really, really nice and easy to do. So nice look and easy to do. That's a great combination. Now she used roasted pumpkin on the pumpkins, and she used the cocoa bean on the tree. And then she also used muddy boots, and I think that was on the tombstones. Okay, so you've got 4 colors. You can decide to do it or not, but I just think it's a great look and I want you to know about it. Okay, that is our first example, but we have 2 more. Let me get these out of your way. Here is the second one, and I'm going to pop it up. By the way, these will fit in our 10 envelopes for 5 by 6.5 inch cards, so we don't leave you hanging not having an envelope. We have that. Now here you can see that Teresa did 2 of the trees, just flipped one over and trimmed it down, so that's nice. Now she's got some other pumpkins in here, and she's got some leaves. So what she did is she added this cutting die. It's a garden wreath. It makes a beautiful wreath, which she's not using this time. But she did use it to do the pumpkins, as you can see with the leaves, and right there in the middle. So the jack-o'-lanterns are in the cutting die. The Boo Did I Scare You, but these others came, along with the acorn, came from the garden wreath. Now, where did she get the papers? Well, they came out of Autumn Garden, and this was a paper collection last fall. And isn't it beautiful? It just works so nicely. Now, to get the solid colors, she used the Autumn Garden solid cardstock in 12 by 12. That worked very nicely. Now that happy birthday, that came from the Autumn Garden die cuts. So that's going to coordinate perfectly, and I love that background. I think it works really nice. Let's see, let me show you what she did back here. There is a label that's from the die cuts. Celebrate. Now that comes out of, let me pull this. This is the inside outside primary color dazzle. So you can see the Celebrate right there. And also these pieces that were from the Autumn Garden, excuse me, the Garden Wreath, just the Garden Wreath cutting dies. But they do a really nice job of kind of making this a Halloween fall look. Very great. Now, what else can you do with this? Well, we like the fact that you can use the crosshatch, but you can also put them directly onto a card. Now, this is our regular 5 by 6.5 inch card. And if those papers do not look familiar to you, it's because we're actually doing the giant release later, a couple weeks from now. But Teresa got a preview and has used them. So this is our Happy Halloween 6 by 6 and our Happy Halloween cardstock, solid cardstock. You'll notice there's orange and black in there too, as well as the Happy Halloween die cuts. And so you can see there's the tree. It too has a ghost there. I think it's fun to have the ghost peeking out of the die cut. Again, we have the moon. And this paper, as you can see, has spider webs all over it. So it's a perfect background. In fact, it has a really nice kind of horizontal line down here that the tree fits beautifully. There's the tombstone. Now these two pumpkins have a bit of black behind them, as I showed you in the beginning. And there's the inside. Now, I think Trick or Treat Bags of Sweets is a perfect die cut. Happy Halloween is a cutout from the paper. And I love the fact that she's gone lighter on her selection on the inside, darker on the front, just really, really perfect. So you can use these, of course, with the crosshatch basic die, or you can use them on the cards just flat too. So there are no mistakes with this. It's just going to work perfectly. So the basic crosshatch is what we used. And then this is also the Boo Did I Scare You. Now, if you are interested, we do happen to have a subscription, just happen to have that. So when you sign up this month, you will get the basic crosshatch and you will also get the Boo Did I Scare You. Then every month you will get what we call the seasonal part. You won't get this again because you only need it once, but you will get these. And as you can see, they become very seasonal dies, which I'm really excited because we haven't always been able to do that. Plus, you will get 10% off the retail. That's always nice. And you'll get a free goodie. This month, it'll be the same goodie. In fact, it's usually the same goodie that you get in the Money Saver, so you're never left out. And this time, it's one sheet of that vellum, so you can make all those little ghosts that you want to. So this just is so fun for us. I hope you agree. Please let me know in the comments what you're thinking. By the way, the mailing of the subscription always happens before this webisode. That way you get it, and when you receive it, you always have an idea on the back of the package to kickstart your creativity, and then you get more ideas as I share with you what Teresa has done. Now, if you're watching us on YouTube, we hope that you will like us. We hope that you will comment. Please let me know what you think. And we hope that you will also subscribe. That way our channel gets more viewers, and as we get more viewers, we get higher ratings, and that's what we want. Please then head on over to paperwishes.com. Check out the Money Saver on the right side of your screen. You might as well get the free goodie and get the discount. And then you can also look down below, and Teresa has very kindly written out the instructions so that you have all the information that you need. So that's what we have, and we hope you have a very fun and not too frightful Halloween. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time.